We going crazy, we at the top and we never gonna stop. Hop in a ghost, I'ma get swayzy. I just got off with a jet and I cry. I win in alhamdulillah. I be on go cause I come from the shot. I'm shooting back, I ain't ducking no shots. Got power like Samson, I cut off the locks. Shabak, Timmer, in the cut like I'm Fredo Santana. Buju Banton, I hop in the Bama, the world is mine. I'm Tony Montana, I'm Pelican Fly. Diamonds on me cause I'm rapping a rock. I'ma go hard, I ain't killing them soft. I'm up in the hills, I feel like I'm Lauren, you ready or not? I like who got businesses, I'm CEO of mine. 1980 Prezi Rolly, we been working overtime. The witness, the police, the pigs, I don't eat swine. Son of Jacob, this biblical, my flow, the holy God. Save money ground up in the gutter where they found us. Stones in the faint mouth rush. More vacays, more bucks, more race, more foreign trucks, more on a tour bus, more pour cup. Toast to the winners, throw it up.
Juicy, where the drums at?
It's that hate, boy. Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Portland Snowhawks and the New York Giants. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Fielded just outside the goal line. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
On second down and 4, Prescott. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, what a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
They'll start out on the ground as Saquon Barkley. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
Throwing, Jones. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down. The Giants at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. They return home after playing in London last week, but a happy trip back across the pond as they come home a winner.
And you're exactly right about that because, look, when you lose over there, that flight is really, really long, but not half as bad as when you come home with a victory. Excited about what lies ahead.
Let's go.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Jones throw taken in by Ridley here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a first down, and he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. Second.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team? They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Jones. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Jones. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. Jones. Catch made by Slayton. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Looking to throw. Jones. And he will find his man on the outside. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott swinging this out for Pollard. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So
he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. But Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there. Off the play fake, Prescott. Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
And again, it's Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On third down, it's Prescott.
They'll drop this underneath to Pollard.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Boy, this is a well-orchestrated drive they've put together. You think back to how far they were backed up to start things out, but they've gone on a march since then, and now after that completion there, they've got a first and goal.
Elliott is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Second down and goal. Prescott. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Snowhawks go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This taken in at the goal line. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Got a man, Slayton. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards and a Giant first down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A handoff to Barkley on the option. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Jones now to throw on third down. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. He's got good size. We know he's tough to bring down running the ball. That also carries over to the passing game like we saw there.
And at his size, how'd you like to try and stop him on that angle route? Him coming out of the backfield, breaking sharply, catching the football. It's going to take a lot more than one guy, most likely, to bring him down. That was a nice game. Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Back to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And the defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
That is caught by Lamb. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
Final play of the half, Prescott. Now he'll let it go deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And the Giants send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Prescott off play action. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Prescott. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got a man, complete, and touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Snowhawks have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And just a yard to go here on second down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 48-yard line.
Back to throw. Jones. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Brings up 3rd down and 1.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
3rd quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. A handoff to Barkley. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. He finds his man. It's Robinson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Back to throw. Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants get a bit closer. Gano the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Prescott now. Going up top. This is intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Throwing Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000 is a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
Now Jones. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones, he dumps it off to Barkley. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Able to locate his man Slayton on an out route. And he is going to have the Giants first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
On 2nd and 10. Jones over the middle. That's caught by Ridley. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll look to throw again. Yeah, he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point try good by Gano. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. He's at the 40, the 20, and he will score. Touchdown. A big-time special teams play here in the fourth quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time, that extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics friends. Those are your friends.
I'll claim them.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Looking to throw. Jones. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. Room here to run. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. Jones. He finds him again, Saquon Barkley. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
11 more yards.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On the draw, it's Pollard. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Prescott. Looking deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. He's going to try and go deep again. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Snowhawks are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this fourth quarter advantage. The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
35. Giants 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Giants take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things for this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw. Jones. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Henry's got it out on the left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
To throw again on second down. Jones. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats.
And now here is another interception. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Prescott here to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Prescott. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6th one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. Throwing here, Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Open man Lamb, it's complete.
Prescott pass complete to C.D. Lamb.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. First down, Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one, are thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for our visitors, they run their mark to 6-2 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington.